The small car was dead on by the tanker. It's about to hit a speeding train. The man was instantly frightened and tense. The brakes have been applied to the chassis, but he couldn't stop the car from moving forward. Then the man hurriedly put it in reverse gear. Then he pressed the gas pedal to the floor, but he couldn't stop the tanker. The man was in despair. He should not have messed with this madman at this moment of life and death. Luckily, the whole train passed by. The man stepped on the gas. He was able to cross the railroad tracks without any danger, but the man was so nervous that he accidentally ran into a field. Luckily, the tanker truck ignored him and honked its horn, then continued on its way. The man breathed a sigh of relief. After adjusting his condition, he drove on the highway again. He didn't know how long he had been driving. The most worrying thing happened. The tanker truck was waiting for him at the intersection ahead. It seems that the two of them will have to fight it out today. The man lowered his speed first. The tanker immediately responded by slowing down. At this moment, there is a service area ahead. The man drove into it immediately. The tanker saw that the man was already scared, so he pulled over to the side of the road. The man couldn't stand the torture. He quickly picked up the phone and called the police, but before he could say a word, there was a sudden roar behind him. Luckily, the man reacted quickly, but the tanker didn't seem to want to let him go. The man made a fancy snake-like position. He was lucky to avoid several collisions. When the tanker turned the corner, the man rushed into the car and started to run away. The tanker was still following closely. The man realized that he couldn't outrun the 20-cylinder tanker, so he quickly steered the car hard and drove it under the road surface. Then he hid behind a hidden hill. The tanker really didn't notice him and drove straight ahead. The man breathed a sigh of relief and planned to wait for a while before setting off again. Without realizing it, he fell asleep. Suddenly a loud roar woke him up. He opened his eyes to see a speeding train passing by. The man gloats that he's fooled the tanker, so he took the car back out onto the highway. He went a long way without spotting the tanker. Just as he lets his guard down, something unexpected happens.